WKRP Montrose, a radio station masquerading as a podcast about Montrose, Colorado and the Western Slope, recording live from the Clear Network studio in downtown Montrose, Colorado. Hey, Rob. How's it going?
You're supposed to do the...
Do what?
Welcome to another episode of...
Why do I need to do that?
Just do it.
I don't feel like I need to do that anymore. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of WKRP Montrose. Is that what you wanted?
Mm-hmm.
Is that done?
Consistency.
I just, you go around town bragging about how everything happens the way that you want it.
I mean, you literally just did what I told you.
I know. I just felt like we should actually make that happen since you tell everybody that's the way it is.
Yeah, good. I like it. Honestly, it works better if you just do what I say.
I don't... Really?
Look, you are not used to having your own way. You do what you're told at home.
That's true.
You do what you're told here. It's better.
It's better. I operate better if people are just telling me what to do.
It seems that way. So,
I think I need a second opinion.
Nope.
Well, first and foremost, let me thank our sponsors, Clear Networks.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
They are amazing.
Yep.
They're going to be. We have a new studio on the horizon.
So
we haven't talked about it yet, so we're going to talk about it real quick.
Okay.
And they are a very important part of it. As a matter of fact,
we are being booted out of our current studio.
Yeah, thanks for that, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Travis. We are. Yeah.
That's not true. Don't spread bad rumors. That's not true. We're not being kicked out.
No.
It was time to grow into a new situation. Mm-hmm. We'll tell you where the new studio is when we get moved. You guys will notice it. It'll be very visibly obvious that we've changed locations.
Love the way we are trying to make this into something like, ooh, it's exciting. Nobody cares.
It'll be exciting. I think it'll be exciting. I think people will care.
No.
And
they won't care.
And we will be more centrally located to downtown, as is our guest today.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. This is, and you hear the laughs, the giggles in the background, that we'll tell you who those giggles are coming from here in just a second. But let me just point out that Rob is having difficulty. You'll notice that Rob's mic arm looks a little bit different than mine does. And the deal is he's too damn cheap to buy a new arm. And so he just, as this thing falls into his lap during the show, I just want you to know that's his own fault.
I will hold it.
Yeah.
If I have to, before I buy a new.
Okay, well, that was 2 minutes of wasted time, other than to tell you Clear Networks.
Yes.
The best internet that you can get in Montrose.
Very much appreciate
and around the state of Colorado.
Supporting us, and soon all over the country, I'm sure.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No.
All right, so let's get to our guest.
Yeah. Should we tell people, so obviously, you can't smell the room. Most of the time
where are you going with this?
You definitely don't want to. But right now,
it smells lovely.
Because of our guest, it smells like we're in, I mean, compared to what it's normally like, it's like a candy store in here.
It does smell like a candy. It's very nice.
We'll have to find out what that scent is and get you some.
Erin Liles, thank you for joining us on the really nice couch from Salon Polish. We're excited to have you here.
Thanks for having me here.
And thank you for
showering,
lightening up the aromatics in the studio. I didn't realize it was that bad. No, apparently it is.
It's not bad.
Does it smell musky in here?
It does now.
Is it bad?
Well, I've been cleaning all morning.
Okay.
It's fine for me.
Yeah.
But it smells quite lovely right now. So.
Well, one of the reasons we asked you to come on, besides the fact that you're an entrepreneur, you're on Main Street. You've got a business that's been over a decade on Main Street.
13 years.
Was that recently you won the You Make a Difference Award.
Right. That
was given to you by the city and our mayor, Mr. Frank.
Mm-hmm.
You said that was completely unexpected.
It wasn't expected. It was nice, but I mean, I'm doing what we should just
You're just doing your thing.
Be polite, yeah.
And somebody felt like, but that was above and beyond.
Right.
In fact, Mayor Frank said, Erin is the very definition of strength, kindness, and inspiration.
How cool.
Yeah.
That seems like quite a.
I'm not suggesting any of that is not true.
Yeah.
However, what would you expect him to say?
Well, he could have just said Erin is done a lot of great things in the community. He could have said a lot of things that are less eloquent than, again, I'll say it, the definition of strength, kindness, and inspiration. There's a lot there.
I think the mayor might be using ChatGPT.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chat will give you really great words.
Have you done that before? Have you used ChatGPT? Wait,
course
hold
I
on.
have.
Let me ask Rob. Rob, have you used ChatGPT? Charlie P. Turing.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. Have you used it to ever respond to somebody socially?
I'm using it right now to respond to you.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why my responses are kind of witty and humorous.
Oh, so you can't do it on your own.
I can.
You need the AI to help you.
It's just quicker, easier.
Is that? How do we know then? Like, you haven't done it with like anybody personal, like
No,
like friends, or it's mostly business, right?
Actually, that's a lie. I've done it responding to my sister.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just like, I need a better word than what I was coming up with. So chat helped.
Yeah, it's great.
What happens when we can't do it by ourselves anymore?
Well, too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm such a technology person. Like I love using technology, but I do have that thought of like, if you don't use, it's I'm one of those people that you don't use it, you lose it,
right?
Type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I'm not coming up with my own witty banter, I'm probably going to lose it.
It will always be available for purchase.
Yeah.
Come on.
And let's be honest.
Come on.
Did you ever really have it?
I mean, I feel like I had it.
You have your
I
moments.
still have it. What are you talking about?
You have moments when you are slightly amusing.
When the hamster doesn't fall completely off the wheel.
Exactly.
Yeah. When he's motoring in the wheel, sometimes it works.
I don't think he motors anymore.
That's true.
I think the hamster's past his best too.
What did we say the other day? I'm as good once as I ever was.
It was good once.
But once.
Yeah.
Once? Yeah, I don't know.
Every now and again.
I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
There it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you couldn't really get that out.
I didn't say that he was running full speed today up there.
Definitely not.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
All right.
It is Monday, yeah.
So we talked about your business is Salon Polish. It's on Main Street.
Correct.
And you guys have been there for, like I said, over a decade.
13 years. We've already covered this.
Yeah.
Come on, next.
When you started that business, you recently expanded too. We were just talking about you were doing some work in the salon,
Right.
in the studio.
Right.
6,000 square feet. Did I read that right?
You did.
That's a lot of square footage.
It is. So it's when you look at the front of the salon, you'll see one side of the salon is on the right-hand side, and then the left has State Farm.
Mm-hmm.
That is part of the salon. They just rent out the front unit.
Okay.
And then behind State Farm, all the way back, there are 2 spa rooms, and then there's a med spa in the back called Inject. So
Okay.
it's 6,000 square feet, but we are using just a little over 5 for the salon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you said, because I was going to ask you this, I was looking at all the treatments and everything that you have offered through there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider yourself, does that partnership or that back space, is it separate from Salon Polish?
Well, yes and no. It's its own business, but we still, all of our clients still go to Inject for services. So it's part of us. We're a collaboration.
Okay. Would you consider Salon Polish as a whole a med spa, or would you? Okay.
It's a salon, and then the spa part is Bodyworks.
Okay.
And then the very back is the med spa.
Got it. So there's actually 3 businesses kind of going on there.
Right.
All right. So you're also a mother of 2.
Correct.
Are they all growns?
They are grown. They'll be 20 and 22 this year.
Are they still nesting, or have they flown the coop?
Well, they're still nesting somewhat. They actually both work with me. My youngest is a hairstylist as well, and my oldest daughter is going to business school, but she does Bodyworks at the salon.
Okay. All right. So it's a family business.
It is. We have a lot of nepotism there. A lot of mothers and daughters that work there.
Oh, really? You're not the only one.
No.
So there are chairs that are. Do they share chairs in
No, they
there?
don't.
Or okay,
No,
they're independents of each other.
Correct. So
Okay.
they're a hairstylist and a nail technician, or a hairstylist and an esthetician. We just keep it all in the family. Then
All right.
everyone acts right.
When everyone acts.
Then everyone acts right. If it's a lot of mom and daughters, everyone knows how to behave.
Does that mean that? I mean, are they better employees, or do they get away with things? Can they be a little late sometimes, or do they?
No.
It's the opposite.
My own children? No, they have to perform better than everybody else.
Right.
That's the expectation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Don't.
Well, it's kind of like, I mean, you said nepotism, but I mean, the idea that if there is any nepotism, you have to perform above and beyond.
Absolutely.
To not, because the worst thing about nepotism is if you brought somebody in and they were terrible,
Right.
then that would be doubly bad.
It would be, but I'm growing business owners, so
Right.
they have to behave.
There you go.
And you're the example for your kids too,
Absolutely.
right? So there's no there's part of that where you could be the coach's kid.
Right.
You have the option to choose to do that.
Correct.
But you choose not to.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I love that idea. You're building other business owners.
Absolutely.
How does that work with essentially maybe eventually building competition?
I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more competition we have, the better we all have to perform.
My favorite saying is, competition breeds better business.
I'm building
I think
competition for myself all day, every day.
Yeah.
Working with the women I work with. And I'm okay with that.
That's not to say we want somebody to start another Montrose focused podcast.
I don't mind. I would love for somebody to show me how to do it right.
Yeah.
Like,
don't.
there's no.
The Clear Networks are locked into a contract, right?
Oh, is that what it is? You just don't. They're fine to do it as long as Clear Networks doesn't.
Yeah.
No, listen, you guys. We've told you. I'm looking for other DJs to come have your channel on WKRP. Have your show on this channel,
But
WKRP.
this will be the flagship, right?
Well, that's the way you want it because you need that kind of. Do you have that scenario where people like need to be like seen with your staff that are there? Like they need to feel like they're the all-star.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, every team's got one, right?
Sure.
I'm just gonna call it. Do you have divas in there? Like
I don't have any divas, but
Okay.
I do have people.
I have a diva here
He's got a broken mic. How is he the diva?
because that's his own fault.
Oh,
He chooses not to.
Okay.
I'm the face of this thing, and that's the way that people like it. So I hear. I've been told.
I agree with you.
Just
Okay. I believe everybody wants to be seen, but some want to be seen in a brighter light.
Right. Yeah.
You
Put
like that?
put less shade on me.
Yeah.
Well,
Get me from my good side.
Let's go back to this. So, what kind of person are you? Do you like to be in the spotlight? Because to go back to the award, you said a little earlier that you didn't necessarily know you were going to get that award.
Right. I am happy being in the background.
Yeah.
Just moving the pieces. I don't need to be seen. Although, as the owner, I found more and more that I have to be seen. But
so is that why you're here today? You don't want to be, but it's...
No, well, I really didn't want to be, but it's my day off. And I figured I'll paint a little and then come see you guys.
What an incredible waste of a day off. I mean...
we should have let her know.
Yeah,
There's probably better things you could be doing.
You should have told us it was your day off. I'd have canceled it straight away and said, go and do something more fun.
Well, speaking about, I'm going to put this up. You're not going to be able to see it, but but you'll probably know. There's a there's a shot of it looks like your entire team, kind of doing that. I don't know what to call it, like that slow walk. With the explosion going behind you, like the superheroes. Yeah. I thought it was such a cool shot. I put it up here on the screen so everybody can see it. Was that kind of like what the look that you were going for at the time?
You know what? My photographer is amazing. Her name's Patrice.
She does a good job.
She just guides us. That's a lot of women to guide in one. It's like
in one shot. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Everyone probably isn't even in that shot. Someone's probably over in the corner on their cell phone or.
But it looks powerful. It looks, it does look good.
Yeah. Well,
I gotta say.
That was the intention. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That
was exactly what you were going for. Awesome. I threw that out there because when I was doing, my research and looking, I thought, well, this is really cool. I want people to see this. There's another thing that I thought, and I think this will kind of bring us into the next part of the conversation.
Okay.
You had a really good post on your Instagram account. I'm going to share it here in just a second.
Okay.
And see if you remember this. That's out of my control is what the post was. And it was a visual that kind of had a diagram with sayings and things outside of my control.
I know where you're talking.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to share this real quick. What I thought was great about it, and Rob hasn't seen this either. It's like a diagram, and it says out of my control, other people's opinions of me, things in the past, the way people treat me, what others say about me, time, external events. In my control are my attitude, self-care, the way I speak, who I choose to spend time with, my boundaries, my energies, the way I treat others. How much of that fits into Salon Polish? Like, I feel like people go to their stylist as a therapist sometimes.
Absolutely.
So do you guys, is this what was the premise for this particular post, and why did it come up, and how much of that makes it into Salon Polish?
So what's interesting is as we move further into the year, people find that they're in more stressful situations, and what's out of their control ends up being all of those things. You can't change it. You might as well just sit in it and allow it to happen and move forward. that I've found a lot of people are under extreme amounts of stress for various reasons right now. And if we just offer a reminder, sometimes people just need a validation. Like, that's not on your control. Take a deep breath and it'll be gone in a week. So that's how we like to operate every day there. Does it happen?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. But for the most part,
best
absolutely.
intentions.
Yeah.
This is a rough time too. This is the time of the year that people, from now until, after New Year's,
it is.
It feels like people have a rough time, mentally.
Well, it's stressful.
Not to mention anything and everything else that could be going on.
Well, it's stressful, right? I mean, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but if you have kids, Christmas can be stressful about, are you going to be able to get them the things that perhaps they want? And, money is tight and that kind of thing. So
groceries are expensive.
Yeah.
Things are, everything's crazy.
Right. Has that the philosophy behind that post then, has that served you well as a business owner? Because obviously people have opinions. People are always going to offer their opinions when you don't want them even. But also you have to manage people as well. So, but where's the line between, I'll take your advice on board versus I'm going to do it my way?
Oh, I like to listen to everybody's opinion and give them the reasons why I feel like we're going to go a different direction. But what I found in my life is if someone's not in alignment with me or if their ideas don't necessarily match mine, they just kind of work themselves out.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. Again, just allowing life to happen.
Don't try to push it. Don't try to stranglehold it and force it the way you want it to go.
No, it's like walking around with a handful of sand. Like, the tighter it is, the more you're going to just lose it.
The more you're going to spill.
Sure.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Specifically because of your industry.
Okay.
I am all about, you're a very attractive woman.
Thank you.
I think that people, I think it's important for people to feel good, and part of feeling good is looking good, like they feel like they look good. But there's also a scenario where I feel like some things have not allowed people to age.
Right.
And us, there are other cultures that do a better job of celebrating people's age as they get older.
Sure.
I feel like we don't do a great job of that here.
No.
Is that how does that work when it comes to your industry and your business?
Because it's not necessarily, it wouldn't be good for your business if everybody just decided, this is me. I don't need to do anything. I'm not going to get my hair done,
Right. I mean, I agree with you there a little bit.
Okay.
Well, feel free to disagree with me completely.
I'm going to disagree with you. To come into the salon, you don't have to come in and be a different person. You don't have to have neurotoxins or Botox. You don't have to have your hair a different color. But you can come in and sit down, chat a little bit with your stylist, and have a minute for yourself. And also maybe say, hey, I really like this haircut on this woman. And it's our job to say, okay, but that's not you. So let's give you something that fits you and helps you feel your best. My job is not to make you look like Kim Kardashian. My job is to make you look like your best self. If we can tweak that a little bit, then we'll do it. But I mean, I'm not in the business of selling a different person either, because then it's not authentic to who they are.
But I guess then similar to my previous question, though, where's the line, right? If somebody comes in and they're adamant they want something, I mean, I guess you do it, right?
If it doesn't fit for them, no, we don't do it.
Okay.
I'll say it. I'll ask it a little bit differently. I have a daughter who's 20.
Okay.
And I love her dearly.
Sure.
And she's beautiful. There's a lot of influence in social media that she might feel pressure to do things that I don't think she needs to do.
I agree with you.
And so is there, for you and being somebody that's been recognized as making a difference in this community, do you feel any responsibility to young women that come in to be like, hey, you don't need to do that. Like,
absolutely.
You need to absolutely have your time. Come in, let us give you a facial, or let's do your hair or something like that. But no, you don't need to do this, that, or the other thing, whatever it is.
Absolutely. That's my job as a stylist, to plant the seed to send you in the right direction.
Right.
I mean, I could sell you services all day long, but that's not, neither one of us need that. It's just important to say, you're 20 years old, you have beautiful skin.
Absolutely.
You can do something that's preventative, but we don't have to go this direction. Just because you saw it on TikTok doesn't mean you need it. Sometimes that's a little crazy, and it's okay to look at your client and go, no, that's crazy.
Especially because it's like once it kind of gets into your feed, right? Then it's everything.
Absolutely. I mean, but be mindful. I have a almost 20 and 22-year-old, so I have no problem saying, you don't need that, or you're not going to get it here.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to steer you in a direction at 20 that at 45 you're still going to have issues.
Do you actually, how frequently do you ever deny? I guess deny service, it's not the nicest way to put it, but how often do you actually say, we don't feel comfortable doing that?
Often.
Yeah.
That's our job.
Yeah.
That is our job in skincare, in hair care, to say, hey, that's either something that doesn't suit you or that's not healthy.
Right.
We won't do it.
What is the most common, if you can, pick out one thing maybe that seems to keep coming up and up, where people come in and they want a certain thing, a certain, procedure or whatever it is, and you think this is the most common that you have to say, I don't think we can do that for you.
So in hair care, it's somebody going from dark color that they want to go platinum blonde. That's not always available, and sometimes it won't work with what you've got. In skincare, people saying, well, I wanted to start with a little bit of baby Botox, and now I want to do a full face.
Right.
Our provider will say, you don't need it. I mean, you can get it here, but I'm not going to go to the level that you want. I am the one that's the expert in this field, and it's my job or it's my duty to make sure that we're not overdoing it.
Do you think that's common in the industry?
No, it's a money-based industry.
Right.
Not at all. That's why it's interesting when they say it's an inspiration or you're making a difference. It's just doing the right thing.
Right.
So if more people would follow suit, not with what I'm doing per se, but just saying, let's pump the brakes a little bit. You're 17. I don't think you need that. You're 25. I don't think you need to have great coverage, right?
Yeah.
There's no reason for that.
I agree.
I think it's important too to have good examples in the community where people are looking to you and having some of that. You say it like it's so simple, right? Just do the right thing.
Right.
But sometimes people find every reason to not do the right thing. That being said, moving back to your entrepreneurship, what are some of the things that when you started several years ago, are there things that you wish that you knew that are specific to Montrose that would have helped you out? So if I'm a new business owner and I want to open something on Main Street, we do have some spaces open on Main Street.
Right.
What are some of the things that you wish you knew, kind of going into it that are specific to Montrose that you're like, if I had known or if I had known this then, I would have probably done this.
I was born and raised here, so I was pretty aware of what was happening in Montrose. I wish I would have been maybe touchy, a little bit more aware of politics in town. I think that's really important to just stay fairly neutral. You can have an opinion, but in a small community that's growing, right? It's a little bit more open-minded now. I think I would have just learned sooner just to just be neutral.
So I'm going to infer from that that in the past, you have not necessarily been that neutral, or you have expressed your opinion about things.
Right. I've been neutral, and then I thought, why not?
Right.
I saw it on TikTok. I can say it.
Yeah.
That's not always the case.
It's crazy though that people.
Do you want to share some of those controversial opinions right now? I'm just kidding.
I'm happy to.
I'm kidding.
I've already had backlash from it, so why not?
We actually, Dennis and I have discussed that we feel the same.
Okay.
This platform that we have is, we try to have as much fun as we can.
Sure.
And we don't want to alienate people.
Absolutely.
We want quite the opposite. We want more people to feel included,
exactly,
to have a voice.
Get a couple of beers in me Saturday night at the bar. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
And Pomona is a place that you can find Rob for if you want to go to Pomona and on a Saturday night.
I'm not allowed to take my soapbox to Pomona. Chelsea, I know Chelsea wouldn't
appreciate that. Absolutely,
but I'll do it at Nico's Tavern.
There you go.
But it is important because part of the reason that we do what we do is to try and bring the community together. So not broadcasting those strong opinions, I can understand, and you don't necessarily gain much from it as a business owner, because you want to serve the whole community, right?
Right, and there's a fine line though. There's a fine line between being authentic and for what you believe, but then sometimes it's just like, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, I'm not going to help myself or the situation by saying something right now.
Not here, exactly.
Yeah, that's unfortunate too. That those things happen. That people then can't separate you from your business but that's a bigger conversation that's happening in the community right now.
Yeah. But do you feel right now that you serve a pretty good cross section of the community?
Absolutely, and that I'm grateful because we've opened our doors to everybody, so everyone knows that they're welcome, and that I think is one of the lines that I was willing to cross. Like everyone is welcome
until you're not. Like if you cross a line,
there you go.
You won't be welcome back.
Right.
But until that time, everybody's welcome.
100%.
So
you can get that facial after all.
I should go in and get a facial. I need a facial. I'm going to need it after I get rid of this beard.
Yeah.
January 1st.
Yeah.
This thing is getting a little unruly. Do you have a lot of male clients?
Oh, we have, I think 40% of our clientele is male.
Really?
Yeah, we have a wonderful male clientele.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do facial hair? Can I get this cleaned up when it's done growing?
Myself specifically, no.
No, okay, but do you have a stylist that do it?
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
I did. Actually, the question that I was trying to ask that Rob didn't take the opportunity is, do you have anything that can fix this?
I knew where you were going.
Yeah, no. She's good. They're good, but they're not that good.
Remember, I said authentic self.
Yeah. Authentic self, right?
No, you're going to go in and say,
I'm authentically this.
Can you fix
whatever
my
this
face?
is?
And they'll be like, that is not something that we can do here, I'm afraid. Oh, you won't do it? No, we can't.
We can't do it. There's some things that are just not physically possible.
No, but you're comfortable with that face.
I am pretty comfortable with the way I look. I'm not. So I was looking up. You're also an ambassador of Hotworks, which is another business here in Montrose. Correct. When you said you don't mind breeding competition, I don't know if that's really competitive to what you guys are doing, but what does that mean to be an ambassador at Hotworks? And for those of you who don't know, it's hot yoga, right?
It's hot yoga.
It's Pilates, a lot of other things.
It's a lot of things. It just means that I've been able to influence several people to also have memberships there just by talking about it. I mean, I stand behind the chair all day and talk, so I can help others understand why that business is so great.
And was that just because you started going to classes there and you thought this is good, other people should come?
I did. Actually, my daughter started working there, and then I met the owner, Cynthia, and then I started working out there, and it's a lifestyle, but it's a huge change, and you just feel really amazing after a workout. So it's easy to talk about something you believe in.
Dennis is, I know what he's angling for here. How does Dennis become an ambassador?
For Hotworks? No, that's not a possibility. There's a reason why the camera only goes from like here up. So.
I bet if you recorded going in and doing a few stretches, in no time you would be an ambassador.
I would be an ambassador?
That guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, there'd be an ambassador to go, if he can do it.
Well, the reason why I brought it up is I thought what a great program that would be to have like partners in this community. They're businesses that are complementary to each other. And that seems like something that there should be more of in Montrose.
I agree. I got a great idea.
Okay.
Let's find some WKRP Montrose
ambassadors.
Do you want one?
Absolutely. What do I have to do?
It's an unpaid position.
That's fine. I can handle it. What do I have to do?
You know when you're working, you tell people about the podcast.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
It's simple.
You do have to bring me coffee once a week. That's my requirement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what do you like? What do you like as far as what do you want in your coffee?
I would like sugar and caffeine.
Really?
Yeah. 1 cup of coffee a week.
I think it's done.
Yeah. That's easy. All right. This is official, man.
It's
this
official.
is legally binding. You're the first WKRP
ambassador.
Yeah.
You can put that on your socials if you want to.
And your resume, if you like. Yeah.
Okay.
One of my favorite movies is Barbershop.
Okay.
One of my favorite scenes in a movie is Coming to America when they're in the barbershop.
Okay.
I love that. There's a great TV show with LeBron's business partner, which is basically in a barbershop style setting. They're sitting there and talking. Is there that kind of community? Is Salon Polish set up to be like communicating with just your stylist, or can you be kind of in that community atmosphere at Salon Polish? No?
It's open square footage. Come in and talk to everybody. And stylists will talk to each other's clients. That's what it's about. It's just a collective. Come in, feel good, talk about it, and go home.
Yeah, I love that. I wish that you're giving me this smirk over here. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm thinking like, there are other movies and TV shows where things are said in the salon that maybe shouldn't leave the salon,
and
like,
they don't.
It's a sanctuary too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like,
how else do people come talk about their partners and just get it off their chest so when they go home, they're not angry?
Ooh.
Right here.
She went straight there.
I know how it works. Listen, I've done this for 17 years.
Nicole, Salon Polish. That's his wife.
She might need it. I don't like. Listen,
She might need it. Me
Yeah.
and Nicole are going to go together.
well,
I think we both need it.
God bless both of you. You both deserve all the time in the world in the chair with somebody pampering you. Mostly Nicole.
But it is, but yeah, it is that experience then, right?
Mm-hmm,
That you go in, there's no, I mean, I guess people can come in and have something done quickly. They've got an appointment, but do you encourage people to actually take the time to use it as an opportunity to relax, not just in the chair, but come a little earlier if you like, sit and hang out?
Sure. I mean, it gets noisy during the day, but if you want to come in and listen to the rhetoric, go for it. I mean, it's a great place. Why not? I mean, anything that's private or secret, we're talking about quietly. But
yeah,
I mean, I know a lot about a lot in this town.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
I do.
I hadn't even considered that bartenders,
Yeah.
People in salons, there are certain aspects of a community where people tend to get a little loose.
Well,
loose-lipped.
this is what I think would be the best part about being if ambassador for WKRP
Okay.
is, and we asked this. Do you know Don Vincent that owns the Stonehouse? Have you met him yet?
My daughter went to school with one of his kiddos,
Okay.
so I know of him.
So the thing that I thought was really interesting was I would like the bar stories or the salon stories to come this way voluntarily. So like
Ooh,
if
a gossip column that cannot be good for your
it
business.
would never happen. This is why I haven't made it this far by talking.
What are you thinking?
Crazy?
What are you
no, I'm saying
He's testing you.
I'm
sorry.
saying
I'm gonna apologize on his
saying
behalf. Why would you do that to our
I'm
first
saying
ambassador?
that you would know who would have a good story to come tell.
Okay.
Oh,
We ask all the people that are on that couch to recommend somebody else to come sit on the couch.
oh, I love that.
I can't imagine that you and Dawn would not have a good list of people that that they don't have to tell the story if they don't want to, but
Right.
you would know that they have a good
Well,
story.
they can tell
So,
a story.
yeah.
Some people are great storytellers.
Not like Rob.
We're going to come
Rob's
back
not
to
a
that
good
at
story.
the end.
Okay.
So think about some people that maybe would be.
Okay, you said you were born here.
I was born and raised here.
That's you're one of I've lost count now. Very few though.
Small.
Right.
We've done over
Club.
60 shows.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say less than a handful of people
Yeah.
that were born here.
Yeah. Less than half a dozen. I would say.
How did that happen? Where did your folks weren't from here?
My mom was from Delta.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my father's from Texas.
Okay.
But I mean, my dad played for the Harlem Globetrotters, and
Really?
came through and met my mom. Here I am.
Wow.
So Dennis is a big basketball fan.
I'm a huge and love the Harlem
Not
Globetrotters.
exciting to anybody, but
Yeah.
but a basketball fan.
So when you say he came through,
He
did
came
did they play somewhere around here?
They were in Grand Junction.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. A little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Because I was like, where
Yeah.
were the Harlem Globetrotters playing around here?
With a name like the Globetrotters to come to Delta, Colorado, like there are other places,
Right. Yeah.
but they were passing through Grand
Yeah.
Junction.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
That's exciting.
caught the eye.
I guess. I don't know. My mom was wild card.
There's a story there.
There's
Yeah.
always a story there.
So I get. How long have
What?
you've lived in Montrose the whole time, or did you live in Delta, or did you?
No, I
to
was
jump around a
in
bit?
Montrose, and then I was in Denver for 2 years, and
Okay.
then back here
So when did you move back?
in 2007.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah.
And
So-
what took you to Denver?
My oldest daughter had to have surgery, so instead of driving back and forth, I had a newborn and a baby. It was just better for me to live there
Yep.
until she was cleared, and then to come back.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
in that time, though, since then, you must have noticed it dramatic changes here in Montrose.
Yeah, I mean,
But like,
yes,
yeah,
probably not until 2012. I would say I noticed big changes.
So I've always wanted to ask this as somebody who's been here
Okay.
for the majority of their life.
Mm-hmm.
What are the things that keep you here, and what are the things that potentially could have drawn you away?
So the things that keep me here are when my children went to school here. This was a great place for them to go to school. They were in Olathe, so a little farm school. I knew that they were safe. What keeps me here is I have a really beautiful business and amazing people that I get to be around. On the flip side of that, what would take me maybe to Denver is a larger pool of people and a little bit more diversity.
yeah.
Can I call out the
Call it out.
Yeah, you're biracial descent.
So
right?
my mom is Caucasian, my
Uh-huh.
dad is Native American and Black.
Okay. How did that play a part in you growing up here in Montrose, where that you don't see a lot of you
No.
when you look around.
There
Is
was
that
that
fair
thing-
for me to say as somebody
Absolutely.
who's,
Yeah,
you know,
I think there were maybe,
obviously Caucasian
Yeah.
and privileged and everything else?
I think maybe there were 3 people that they would say were of color here, and I
Mhm.
would be one of them, and I was confused with the other 2 girls. And one of them happened to be my cousin that my aunt met because my cousin's father played on the Harlem Globetrotters. See what that?
Yeah,
See
yeah,
what
there you go.
happened
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
They came and they brought a little culture.
yeah,
here.
absolutely. Your speaking of culture,
Yeah.
can you pronounce your I guess your maiden name?
Was Gothro.
Gothro. Okay,
Mhm.
because we were talking about that. Is that does that have any French Cajun like?
It is French Cajun.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, one, I said that
Oh.
earlier.
No, don't
Do not try to take credit for that.
listen. Okay, Rob.
I knew he was
Of
going
the
to try this.
of the two of us, one, who has French Cajun in their background, and number 2, who holds a crawfish boil every year at their house? Which one of us is that? Which one of us is that again?
Pronounce the name again.
I'm just saying.
Go on, pronounce it one more time.
Gothro.
Gothro. Mm-hmm.
Fool.
Ah.
We went through this earlier. We were trying to work out how.
Uh-huh.
I just assumed. I was looked at your last name and assumed that potentially it was French Cajun, and so because Yeah.
Outrageous.
he, don't listen to him.
Uh-huh.
Don't listen to him. So do you? Has any of that made that into your culinary adventures?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mhm.
What anything that you love or you would share?
I knew we'd go into food
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah. 'Cause
Eventually get
that's the
there.
only thing that's on my mind.
I appreciate Southern cooking of all types.
Love it.
Mine is so like I would make a mac and cheese that would be a little more French,
Gotta- yeah.
French inspired, a little more Creole.
Got to make your roux. It's all about the roux.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
hmm
Love it. Can we? So, is that something that you feel like is missing here in Montrose? Because I don't feel like it's here in Montrose.
Diversity.
Diversity in
Or color.
culinary diversity.
Oh,
Diversity is
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I feel like
Well,
that's kind of a
with one comes the other.
right.
But
But we don't have a lot of culinary diversity here,
we do not.
and I miss Southern comfort food, and so we don't have a lot of places that address that here
I
either.
don't think we have anywhere that has Southern comfort food.
Certainly nobody that makes collard greens and
Ooh.
biscuits and
Well, I guess for the holidays, I'll bring you a little plate.
red beans and
say,
rice
there you
or
go.
you know
Yeah.
gumbo
can
or
we just like take a step back here a second?
yeah. What's that?
Your mother is from Delta too.
My mom, yeah, she was
Okay.
from Delta.
So, but Dennis is with the leap. I mean, with your maiden name,
Uh-huh.
where's the connection? Like, how far back do you have to go before your family
In my lineage,
has some kind of Cajun roots? Because the name is Cajun,
right,
but you're from Delta
right.
and Montrose.
So that would come from my father's side.
Okay,
And it's
and he was from Texas. You said.
he's from Texas.
Okay.
Well, he lived in Texas, but I mean, doing our lineage,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, both sides of his family were delivered here to New Mexico and to Texas. Do you like how I did that?
Yeah, I did. That's
delivered.
good.
They were
That's good.
delivered.
Well,
Mhm.
if he was in Texas, I'm gonna make another guess.
Okay.
Any chance he was from the Houston area?
No, they were in Dallas.
They were in Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay, well, still not a far leap, but
yeah.
the idea is that there are a lot of Louisiana and Texas share a border for a reason.
Right.
There's a lot of Cajuns that make it that way into Texas for sure.
Right.
Absolutely. I miss that food
Yeah.
desperately.
hmm
Can't wait to go. I'm going back soon. So,
Well, the other thing is, I mean, what would we get here? Because that food definitely lends itself to home cooking,
Right.
right? It's going to be a long, long time before we have something here that is any kind of southern restaurant.
why?
It just won't. I don't. I mean, it's mostly it happens in the home, right?
Half of the population here is probably from like Texas or California or
I'm not
someplace
sure.
where
I'm not-
Southern cooking was pretty. Even Denver.
But the
where-
other thing is, you've got. I mean, as a business owner, right? You know that you open a restaurant here, the margins are very thin with a restaurant. How much can you charge for collard greens and mac and cheese?
There it is.
Well, okay, hold on.
Because
Hold
people
on,
make
both
that
of you.
People make that at home,
Right.
and they don't want to pay $18 for that because I can make it cheaper at home. There are certain foods where you get away with charging more because you can't make it at home.
Okay, you don't. When all the things that I just mentioned. Here's the thing, though. This is the reason why a Southern restaurant would do really well in Montrose, is because you batch make a lot of that stuff. So the cost per serving is very little.
All right, Gordon Ramsay, relax.
I'm just saying.
So
You
how many-
asked the question.
how
Now
many-
I'm answering
How
it
many
for you.
how
Like
many restaurants have you owned?
I have worked in several restaurants. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
in the Don Vincent video, if you want to go watch
Now,
that.
Don, we should ask about this.
Right.
I bet you're
Don
wrong.
would have a better answer.
You're wrong. We are correct.
Okay, fine.
We are correct.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
don't think we'll ever see one in Montrose. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we'll never see a restaurant. If you were to try and open, what's the place, Starvin' Arvin's or whatever, you couldn't open that now.
I would say maybe
You
a
couldn't
food
open.
truck. Maybe a food truck. Maybe not a full-time
Right.
restaurant, but
a
possibly
food
a food
truck
truck.
would work. You could not open Starvin' Arvin's now. That's
Okay.
only open because the building is probably paid off or something. You couldn't open that as a concept. There's no way.
Your eyes say he might be right.
No.
Bam, and let's wrap it up. That's the show, everybody.
You were my favorite guest until you just said that one thing.
That's okay.
You know what? You have been my favorite guest since the start, and you still are. You are so rude to our guests.
Listen, here's the thing. I guess since nobody else is going to say it, I'll say it. I'm on a roll with saying things that might or might not get us canceled.
Can't
here in
cancel
Montrose.
us. We don't care.
That's true. Do you own your facility that you're at? Okay, you bought the physical property.
I did.
You're a rare business owner in Montrose.
Right.
I think that the real reason that people potentially couldn't do that, or one of the reasons why restaurants struggle, is because commercial pricing has gotten a little bit out of hand in Montrose.
I agree with you.
And so there is a certain thing that seems to be universal, doesn't matter where you're at, but commercial property owners often don't really think about whether or not their property is a contribution to the community or not.
No.
It is just a spreadsheet and a square footage number.
Right.
And then there's the whole industry side of that as well. So feel free to put all the hate comments below there and aim them at me, because that is not the opinion of WKRP Montrose. It is Dennis Lankus'
Here's the
opinion.
other thing, too.
Yeah.
If you own a piece of commercial property, you don't make any money if it's empty.
Correct.
And it is not beneficial for you to have tenants coming and going. So
Correct.
You can and should be invested in the community, even if you're the property owner, not necessarily the business owner.
Right.
Well, I mean,
I feel like you're just saying everything that supports what I just said.
People
Okay.
don't do that, and I
Right.
don't understand why. People are quite happy to sit on empty properties.
And Main Street struggles because of it, and other businesses struggle because of it, and development struggles because of it.
Yeah.
There's so many things that happen there. So first and foremost, congratulations on being
Thanks.
the owner of your own destiny.
Absolutely.
Right? You get to make decisions
Yeah.
now and don't have to be influenced by somebody else's decision.
Right.
That would have been another good lesson. I wish everybody knows as a business owner, especially if you're going to have a service-based business, is own your property as soon as you possibly can.
Right. At the end of the day, I can't sell people, but
Right.
I can sell a business.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I want to ask.
Yeah,
before,
go ahead.
'cause-
We got to start wrapping
yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah. Well, as a business owner, you're obviously very busy,
Right.
but we also are interested, in the person behind the business and all that stuff. But how do you enjoy your time in Montrose, in the area, when you do have time off? What do you do for recreation? Give us some, what do you love about this area that, gives you joy?
I just like being outside, honestly, and just driving up to Ridgeway and going to, just walking around, honestly. Just, I'm going to be honest with you, when I'm not at work and I'm at home or I'm on the road for work, I'm not hanging out a whole lot.
I was going to say, say it.
Yeah, it's not
Say
just this is not the time of my life where I'm doing a lot of relaxing on the weekends and just going out and about,
Yeah.
grabbing food, going home, grabbing food, getting on a plane. I'm busy right now.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
would love to give you a beautiful answer, but that's
Okay,
what
well,
it is.
I'd rather an honest answer.
Yeah.
But
Is
you-
getting on a plane
Yeah.
having to do with training, like other
Yeah.
things that you're trying to? Because Rob and I have talked about this. I feel like it's extremely important that people make an effort to be traveled.
Right.
There's so much stuff that you can't. You need to go out of your community to appreciate your community,
Absolutely.
but also you need to be one of those people that go out and bring things back.
Absolutely.
And
If
so
we don't have diversity, I'm going to go grab it and bring it back.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can you share any of those experiences or things that you've gone recently to just go, whether it's education for your business or anything else?
Yeah.
Or even just a restaurant, somewhere you went.
Well, I was in Minneapolis not too long ago.
Great
just
city.
Going up, doing a little ethnic training, just figuring out different types of hair and different structures, because there are different people coming into Montrose. They just are going out for services because no one here can perform them.
Right.
So, and it's my job to make sure that my team's excited for what's coming. And then just learning a little bit about running a business in the economy that we might be looking at.
Sure.
See that? To
Yeah.
be reining it
You
in.
are quite diplomatic.
Yeah, you are.
Look at
They're very
that.
diplomatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, but
I'll say it. If inflation hasn't come down, prices haven't come down,
Right.
things are happening. We're going to have to, as a business owner, you have to figure out how to operate in that environment.
Right. Well, and certain businesses, restaurants among them, but yours too, I'm sure. When people need to tighten their belts, maybe they don't stop visiting your place, but maybe there's the period between visits is longer. They try to stretch it out.
Exactly.
How do you mitigate against that? What can you do?
So instead of doing a hairstyle that has every, a color process that you need to come and see me every 4 weeks,
Right.
we modify that so you can come see me every 8. And that gives me an opportunity to have you in my chair in 8 weeks and someone else new in 4 weeks.
Okay.
So just making sure that we can rotate through people, but also make them still feel like they're their best, even though they're going an extra 4 weeks. So it's my job and to teach my girls how to do that,
Right.
and then to educate our clients.
Scheduling is a weird thing for businesses.
Mhm.
I don't even think. I think it's something that they don't necessarily teach in business school. For your daughter that's going to take those classes.
Right.
But I don't think it's something that we even teach like at the high school level. The importance of understanding how to manage your schedule. Like I would be willing to say out loud as watching my daughter. I don't have a degree, but I went to college. I started college. I look right now, and one of the few values that I see in going to college is that, like, you have to be independent and manage your schedule better than you do. Because, when you're in high school, it's like, well, you have this time period that you're required to be there.
Right.
And your schedule is laid out for you.
Sure.
College is your first step where you have to pick the classes that you're going to take, the length of them,
Right.
how you're going to factor in all those things. So time management is a huge aspect of business, and being able to manage it well and be profitable in doing it.
Right.
Is that when you say that you'd go to do that, what does that training look like for the other people in your salon? Like, how do you, is it helping them figure out like, hey, your client, you've got this client every 4 weeks, so you need to figure out another client every 2 weeks.
Right.
Is that, you walk them through that kind of scenario? Yeah.
That's
Okay.
my job to come back and lead. But also, if you fail, you fail, right?
Mhm.
That's the best way for us to learn the lesson. If I can show them, and sometimes I fail, if I show them and it doesn't happen like it's supposed to, then we all fail, and then we figure it out.
Is turnover a big thing that you have to worry about in your business?
So not for me specifically. I actually, in 13 years, have only, I think, had turnover of 3 people. And in the last few weeks, I've had 6. I had a girl start her own salon, so I had 6 girls leave. And so now I've just got all these new girls that are starting, that it's a cool opportunity for them, and it's a great opportunity for the girls that have gone. But I think if you have a place that people want to come to work, you don't really have turnover.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I go to work in a place that I want to go to work in, so I treat those people the way I would want to be treated.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah.
You're still here. Although I have made inquiries about guest hosts.
Yeah.
And when I say guest hosts, I mean they're interviewing.
Yeah.
For
You
your
guys, hey,
position.
you see how awesome it is to sit here and be his co-host. I'm guessing that's part of why there hasn't been an influx of people responding to your requests.
They send me private
Oh,
messages.
is that what it is? That's what it is. Okay.
You'd be surprised.
Fair enough.
You'd be
You guys will be
surprised.
looking at a new co-host soon, apparently. So,
Mostly looking at me anyway.
well, that's true. If Rob had his way, the camera angle would just be, it would be reversed. We have you as the feature camera right now, and we're both the minor camera. If Rob had it, you would be up here with me as one of the little cameras, and he would be the big
I
camera.
have toyed with the idea of replacing you with a mirror. Just-
What does that say about you? That you'd rather talk to yourself than talk to other people?
I mean, I like good conversation. What can I say?
Okay. Well, God forbid the rest of us be responsible for what you think is good.
One last question.
Okay,
We're
go
gonna
for
come
it.
Full circle here.
Okay.
When you won your award,
Right.
can you detail a little bit more about what it was for? Because
Was it a trophy? Did you get a trophy?
No. But we talked about services to the community type thing.
You should have got a trophy. It should be a trophy.
But what?
Is it just a piece of paper?
Well, it's in a frame now, so it's special.
It's in a
Well,
frame now.
Yeah.
What did you do, Dave? Just make it into a paper airplane and throw it at
Well, we're asking because, you know, we have friends of the show that this might, you know, influence them.
Okay.
So, like, what would have been like a wow moment?
I mean, I was perfectly happy with my award.
See,
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
but-
really anything show.
Okay, but what I actually want to know is
Okay.
what were some of the specifics that
I-
you were
I don't know.
charged
just
with?
doing life. I
Okay.
mean, we have a lot of clients that are of higher influence in the community,
All right.
so they get to see me in my work element. So I'm assuming some of it comes from that, and just.
So
being
you just
nice.
went up there and went, "I'll take the award. Thanks very much."
He read it, and I was like, "Well, that's wonderful. Thank
Yeah.
you so much."
Yeah.
Now let me sit down.
now let me get out of here.
Yeah.
And let me get back to work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that okay? See, here's what I would have done. I would have said, I deserve a key to the city.
Oh,
I think
why did I think of that?
I think, you know, if I am somebody who is the definition of strength, kindness, and inspiration in this community,
I know.
feels like you should give me a key to the city.
Yeah.
You're right.
like-
I'm gonna ask for that next time.
We'll ask for it on your behalf.
That
I'll
would
ask
be
for
we'll
it.
have-
I want one of those too.
Let me know.
Well,
Dave.
first you have to be the definition of strength, kindness, and inspiration,
No,
Rob.
there's a different set of criteria.
But as an ambassador of WKRP,
Yes.
I'd like a key here as well.
Okay, to the studio.
You heard that, Mr. Mayor.
Okay.
Next time you come on, bring 2 keys. I don't care if they're fake. Just spray them gold. Bring them in.
Yeah.
We don't care. We'll take anything. at
They could be like
WKRP.
this size key. You don't have to
Yeah.
like go like, you know, Montrose is a tiny town, so it could be a tiny key.
We don't care. We'll take anything at WKRP.
We just have to get you the code to the door.
Okay, that'd be great.
You can come into the studio anytime you want.
Just sit here.
Yeah, bring all the friends, hang
She's
out.
too busy.
It works both ways. You know, you can come
You're
this way.
wel-
Yeah,
okay, you're
thanks.
welcome to go
Okay.
hang out there.
There you go.
Well, I got to bring you coffee once a week now.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the
because Rob's not going to do it. You realize that
this is
that-
okay.
the responsibility fell on me the second that you asked for it.
Oh.
Is that
This
I've
is-
got to bring you coffee?
I thought I was your
No,
favorite.
no, but that's why I'm
oh,
hey, it's business. I'm delegating.
Mm.
I'm delegating the task to the
It
intern.
doesn't feel very personal. I'd like it by both. One, switch off.
you're
once
back to
again.
being my favorite.
That award has gone straight to her head.
Okay, so to Rob didn't really bring it full circle, so let me bring it full circle. Is there somebody that you think would be great to sit on the Wheelie Nice couch and tell their story that you would like to call out to say, hey, you should be the next person on WKRP?
I mean, can it be somebody that I work with?
Absolutely, but you got to look. You got to look at the camera right
Yeah.
there and tell them.
I'll call her.
Yeah.
Jana Farragher.
Oh, I do know Jana.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's really great.
Okay. Here's
Super great vibe.
my condition though, Jana.
Okay.
It's been a while since we've had a couple on the couch.
Oh,
And we
you want
really
Bill?
we really like the dynamics of bringing a couple.
I think we can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill's my bud.
I'd also, would be good. I would love to have you back.
Okay.
And would you bring one of the kiddos with you?
One of mine?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because
They're cool.
because I think that I would love, one of the things that we love on the show too is to get the, who's the future of Montrose? What does the next generation want? What do they want to see? We've had a couple of young people on the show and
we talk
doing
about
different
it
things.
more and more about how, maybe even starting a separate channel on YouTube just for the kind of the youth of the city to have their say and what their goals and aspirations are and things like that.
Like 30 under 30 type of thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
They're so much cooler than I am. This would have been a lot more fun. They're just
If she'd have been here with you, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're both really cool. They're
Yeah.
totally different, but they're both really cool.
Well, maybe
We'll bring
they
them both.
Maybe they both come on together and you
Sold.
don't. You
Then I just shut up. Just
Yeah.
sit there and be quiet.
yeah.
I can do that. I'll sit over there off
Yeah.
camera.
No, I want I think part of the dynamic is to see that reaction.
Maybe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Erin, I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
can see why Mayor Frank had such nice things to say about you.
What was it again? The definition?
Yeah, definition. You want to hear it one more time? I'm happy to do it.
Go on.
Strength, kindness, and inspiration.
There you go.
I do. You do feel like a very
There's
kind soul.
and very
Yeah.
humble too.
Yeah.
So humble.
Yeah.
Very humble.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Can you
bring-
teach him how to do
I'm
that?
surprised you didn't bring the award with you. To be honest, I'm surprised you.
And just hold it.
Do you carry it around? No, I would.
Is it in the frame?
Yeah.
Is there? I want to make sure I give one last opportunity before we finish. I know you're being part of the food drive. You're a food drive drop off location,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So those of you who don't know, you can drop off canned food supplies to Salon Polish,
Non-perishable.
non-perishable.
Pop tarts, cereal, things that kids like.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that
Yeah.
going to? Are you doing that with the food bank
It's
here? Or
going to Shepherd's Hand.
okay, it's going to go to Shepherd's
Yeah.
Hand.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, one thing make sure you drop off. Tis the season.
Tis the season.
So do what you can to help support other people in this community that might not be in the same position that you're in. Is there anything else that we should know that Salon Polish has got coming up or doing, or anybody else that you want to shout out that's got something cool going on in town?
Ooh, that's a good one. Let me think.
I mean, you're in the know. You just should I quote you in saying that you have a lot of influential people?
Yeah, but she might not be able to share something.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't share any of that. I can tell you that I have 2 amazing new stylists at the salon.
Okay.
Vanessa and Jaden. Come see them. Try them out. Check them
Come
out.
fill in their schedules.
Fill in their schedules.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yes.
You've been a pleasure.
Thanks.
Rob, not so much. Thank you to Clear Networks and everybody out there that supports the show. We just passed 4,000 subscribers on the channel, which is pretty awesome.
In a town of like just about 20,000 people. That's not too shabby.
That's not bad.
So
That's not bad. So keep watching.
Almost at a quarter.
Make sure you hit the like, subscribe thing, whatever, ding, whatever you're supposed to be doing there.
And remember, don't call because I don't want to.
Oh, yeah, 970-316-3162. Call and leave Rob a message.
Don't do that.
I'll play it for him. All right. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.